Today we're going to be factoring trinomials in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. And we're going to start with 8x squared plus 18x plus 9. Now notice that the first term is called the quadratic term, the second one is called the linear term, and the third one is called a constant. So the first thing we're going to do is that we're going to multiply the quadratic coefficient, which is 8, and by the constant, which is 9. So we'll have 8 times 9 is 72. And we're going to create a t-table. Our goal is to find factors of 72 that have a sum of 18. So let's begin. I'm going to try 72 times 1. Well, that can be it because 72 plus 1 is 73, so that's not what I'm looking for. Now let's try 72 times 36. Well, that can't be it either because 36 plus 2 is 18. Okay. Now I can also list 24 times 3. But again, that doesn't help either because 24 plus 3 is 27. So I'm just going to go down to the one that I know it's going to work, which is 12 times 6. And this one works because 12 plus 6 is 18. And that's exactly what I was looking for. Factors of 72 whose sum was the linear coefficient. In this case, 18. So now that I have found it, I'm going to write my parentheses. I'm going to write the variable. I'm using x. I'm going to use the two factors I found that work. 12 plus 6. And then the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to divide each one of these numbers by the quadratic coefficient. Now the quadratic coefficient is 8. So I'm going to divide both of them by 8. The next thing is that we are going to simplify these fractions if possible. I happen to be able to simplify both of them, so that's what I'm going to do. So it's going to be x plus, both of them are divisible by 4, so 12 divided by 4 is 3, 8 divided by 4 is 2, and I can simplify 6 over 8. Both of them are even numbers, so 6 divided by 2 is 3, 8 divided by 2 is 4. And I still have fractions, so what I'm going to do, and this is the last step, I'm going to use bottoms up. I'm going to move the bottoms up. So I will have 2x plus 3 times 4x plus 3. And boom, I'm done. You can always verify your answer. You can just use FOIL and you should be able to get the original trinomial, which is 8x squared plus 18x plus 9. If you do not get the original trinomial, then something's wrong. And you need to go back and check your answer. Now, I'm going to give you one. You're going to work on that one. You will pause the video so you can work on it and then unpause the video to check your work. Go ahead and work on 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. Again, go ahead and pause the video and then unpause it once you're done. Go back, review your notes, review the previous example. Do not cheat. Okay, so let's go over this. Again, the first step is to multiply the quadratic coefficient by the constant. So 2 times 2, that is 4. And I'm going to be looking for factors of 4 whose sum is 5. Well, that one is pretty straightforward. 4 times 1 because 4 plus 1 is 5. So I found the two terms that I'm going to be using, or the two factors that I'm going to be using. So I'll write the parentheses, x and x. So it's going to be x plus 4, x plus 1. Then I divide these factors by the quadratic coefficient, which is 2. We simplify if we can. So x plus 2. And once we cannot simplify any longer, we move the bottoms up. So in this case, the 2 is going to go right in front of the x. So 2x plus 1.